begin our look at sports on the baseball diamond, where the Bronx Bombers are going to need to get going with the first-place Boston Red Sox coming to town this weekend. The Yankees were shut out again, losing 4-0 to Toronto Thursday night in Canada. At least Aaron Judge snapped a two-game hitless drought. Judge is up to 149 strikeouts this season, but is still on a 50-homer pace. His average has dipped below 300 for the first time in months. The Yankees have now scored one run in Sonny Gray's two starts with the team, so even Cy Young would have a hard time winning these games. Gray battled, scuffling through three straight 20-pitch innings at one point. The Pinstripers are now 4.5 back of the Sox. With CC Sabathia dealing with a sore right knee, it's a good possibility that rookie starter Jordan Montgomery will be recalled from the minors to take CC's turn in the rotation on Sunday Night Baseball against Boston. Yankees manager Joe Girardi said Thursday. The Yanks placed outfielder Clint Frazier on the 10-day disabled list with an oblique strain and activated outfielder Aaron Hicks from the DL. For the first time ever, the Yankees will play in jerseys bearing their names. From August 25th through the 27th, players will wear alternate jerseys inspired by Youth League uniforms as part of an MLB initiative. The athletes can express themselves by placing a nickname on the back of their jerseys if they choose. For example, Judge will wear All Rise above his number 99, while Yankees closer Aroldis Chapman is taking the moniker The Missile on his uni. Mets ace Jacob deGrom pitched brilliantly until leaving in the 7th inning Thursday due to contusion on his right triceps after being hit on a line drive. The Mets homered 4 times in a 10-0 rout of the Philadelphia Phillies. Top Mets first base prospect Dominic Smith is getting the call-up tonight in Philadelphia. The Amazins' next top prospect was called up from AAA Las Vegas to the majors and will join the club tonight. He joins elite prospect shortstop Ahmed Rosario in the lineup. Our BronxNet cameras captured Rosario's home debut at Citi Field last Friday night. Here's more from the locker room.
Para mí fue un placer, me siento muy bien por el recibimiento que me dieron los fans aquí y le doy las gracias a Dios por la oportunidad.
For me, it's a pleasure. I am very thankful for the reaction I got from the fans, and I thank God for the opportunity.
My stuff was good tonight. I wasn't able to locate it. You look how many 3-ball counts I had, a couple walks, and the mistakes I made, they hit. Taylor with the home run in the first, then Puig with a hanging curveball, and then Taylor again. What was it, 1-2 or 0-2? Was trying to go in, left it over the plate, and they took advantage of my mistakes.
Rosario got his first Citi Field hit and stole a base in the defeat. Boy, oh boy, the Dodgers went 43-7 over a 50-game stretch and are on pace to win well over 100 games. Yu Darvish was masterful in his Dodger debut. LA looks like a serious World Series contender. The Mets traded slugger Jay Bruce to the Cleveland Indians this week. The team was reportedly close to sending him to the Yankees, who actually were willing to part with 2 prospects as opposed to 1, which the Mets received from the Indians. However, Cleveland was willing to eat all of Bruce's salary. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. The Knicks picked up the 2018-19 team option on Kristaps Porzingis' contract on Wednesday. Looks more and more like the Zinger is happy in New York, despite some offseason comments about the team. Money talks. NBA great Dwayne Wade spoke to SNY about Knicks shooting guard Tim Hardaway Jr. Wade worked out with Hardaway Jr. recently in Los Angeles. The one thing I've seen in TJ is he's working. He works tirelessly on his body and his game. He's gotten so much better since he was first in New York. Same name, but different player. That's exciting news for the Knicks if it's true. Speaking of an old name, Michael Beasley, who averaged 9.4 points with the Milwaukee Bucks last season, has signed with the Knicks. It will be the journeyman's 6th NBA team in 10 seasons. That's a lot for a former first-rounder. The Bucks will be one of the few teams in the NBA this season taking advantage of their jerseys for billboard dollars. Motorcycle giant Harley-Davidson will sponsor a badge on the Bucks uniforms. Must admit, they do look cool. I wasn't a fan of the idea, but it seems like a lot of the leagues will be going the soccer route in the near future and selling ad space on uniforms. The OKC Thunder will play the Brooklyn Nets in Mexico City on December 7th. The Nets will also take on the Miami Heat in Mexico City on December 9th. The Warriors and Cavs highlight a Christmas slate that includes the Rockets, Thunder, Celtics, Wizards, 76ers, Knicks, Timberwolves, and Lakers. Tina Charles scored 26 points, and the New York Liberty overcame Erica Wheeler's 33 points for an 81-76 victory over the Indiana Fever on Tuesday night. The Liberty are at the Atlanta Dream tonight. With the Giants likely resting Odell Beckham Jr. and Eli Manning, backup quarterbacks Josh Johnson or Geno Smith could get some of the first-team reps tonight as the G-men kick off the preseason at MetLife Stadium. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in town for preseason football. The Jets will get their turn for some home action Saturday night. They take on Tennessee in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Fantasy football players, be careful if you're considering taking Zeke the Freak in your draft. Dallas Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott is reportedly expected to be suspended. At least one league source said he went as far as to say the impending penalty is definite. The report comes after ESPN's Adam Schefter said earlier in the offseason Elliott could be facing a suspension at the conclusion of the NFL's investigation into domestic violence allegations. Maybe it wasn't Zeke. Well, that could be the case when it comes to Lucky Whitehead. He may be lucky after all. Police have named Davon Newman as the suspect in the Whitehead misidentification case and issued a warrant for his arrest on multiple charges, including identity theft. That's a pretty crazy petty larceny case. The 25-year-old Whitehead was released by the Cowboys before police confirmed the misidentification. The Jets later claimed him, the wide receiver. As the world turns when it comes to McGregor, Mayweather this week said of Conor, he's a lot younger. When you look at myself and Conor McGregor on paper, he's taller, has a longer reach, he's a bigger man from top to bottom. He's a lot younger, so youth is on his side. Mayweather said of McGregor, who is 29. And I've been off a couple of years, and I'm in my 40s, so if you look at everything on paper, it leans towards Conor McGregor. Mayweather is really selling this fight, even going so far as to basically say McGregor should win. A decision on the lighter gloves for the boxing match should come this week. In golf, Rory McIlroy, and Ricky Fowler have taken center stage in the quest for the PGA Championship as it moves into round 2. And in a game on July 29, Tim Tebow greeted a young boy prior to stepping to the plate for a home run for the St. Lucie Mets. He has been doing very well in Port St. Lucie and could be promoted again before this season is up. Tebow was actually considered for another quarterback job, believe it or not. The Miami Dolphins, who lost starter Ryan Tannehill to injury, considered Tebow, but ultimately convinced Jay Cutler to come out of retirement for a one-year, $10 million deal. And on a final sports roundup note, come out to the Hoops in the Sun Roundball Classic this Sunday at Orchard Beach for the championship game. The finale goes down at 3 p.m. Check out hoopsinthesun.net for more. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for a missing cat report. The St. Louis Cardinals are hoping to claw their way into the playoffs and are looking for a rally cat after it reportedly went missing late Wednesday night. The stray feline entered Cards lore, interrupting play against Kansas City with the bases loaded in the 6th inning by running onto the field and toward the center field wall. One pitch after a grounds crew member painfully retrieved the scared kitten, Yadier Molina blasted what turned out to be a game-winning grand slam and an 8-5 victory. But what happened to the cat? After a series of events, the Cardinals say it is missing. The groundskeeper took the cat up the main concourse, put it down outside the stadium gate since his hand was covered in blood from bites and scratches. A woman claimed the cat, but then it went missing in a park. Don't you hate when that happens? I'm hoping the cat could have hopped a plane to the Bronx. The Yankees could use all the help they can get this weekend against the Red Sox. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.